This is my tiny little 300-ish page sketchbook, and I just finished it like maybe yesterday. So I want to flip through it now, and it's probably not going to be very edited. So, yeah. Okay, so I started it in January 16th. I didn't put the end date on there. Should do that, probably. Okay, so page 1, starting off strong with like Queso playing some kind of a gacha game, I assume. I don't know. I think, well, I made this up. So, and then bunny studies. I will say, if you wanna like draw from life, maybe don't start with animals, because the thing about them is that they do not care about your intention to draw them, and they will keep moving, like every 3 or 5 seconds. So you'll just end up with this. But it still looks nice. Okay, he did stand still for maybe like a good minute, and I could actually get one somewhat finished one on here, which, thank you. And then plants. Yeah, so maybe if you want to draw from life, do plants instead. Because they tend to like not run around much, which is really convenient if you want to draw them. Yeah, it's pretty sketchy and a little bit gross. I was watching Squid Game, yeah, with my friend, and this is her plant in her living room, and this is a random tree. I don't remember where it was. Oh my god! Oh no, I cannot speak. I'm so sorry. Oh no. Okay. So view from classroom. Ugly musty curtain in math classroom. This was very painful to do because I was painfully bored, because I do not like math very much. That's bad. This is a little bit better. Looks way more like my friend. This is my friend in French, I think. Yes, yep. Yeah, and she looks way more like herself here versus here, so great. Yep, then lamps. Is this fun to watch? I feel like it probably isn't. Yeah, these two suck. Neither of them look good, but oh well. These actually turned out pretty well. They look somewhat like my friends, which is yeah, my standards are low, but that's because I really struggle with like capturing likeness. So this is good for me. The back rooms of my school, probably. Yes. Okay, so this is a pig eraser that was gifted to me, and I decided that it's gonna be my muse, I guess, for like one day. Yeah. Yep. That's another friend, and this one actually does look like her, so that's good. That's nice. That's why I glued it on here, because this was originally drawn and probably during a debate or something. So yeah, more bunny. So I used like a nice little manga pen that I found somewhere in my mom's desk, which is why he looks like this. He looks very sketchy and like painterly. I love it. This one is very nice. It captures his vibe. Yeah, and I have another page. I think this one's good. So yeah, I like this one. Yeah, not much to say here. It's bunny. Bunny looks very bunny. I attempted to sketch inside like a fast food place, like a family restaurant, I think, actually. Well, and yeah, I just ran out of time. So yeah. Cat also wouldn't stop moving, so you can tell that I attempted many times, and I failed, by the way. Yeah, no. These look bad. These look even worse. This was my breaking point where I decided that I would stop attempting to like I would stop only drawing from life in here because I would never fill the sketchbook in that like pace. So yeah, I drew these disgusting little cats, I guess. I don't know what they're doing. Okay, yeah, Teletubbies. Yeehaw. They're really nice. I really like these. They're all contributing to the picnic, like in one way or another. I like that this one's praying. It's praying for their salvation, I assume. I don't know. This one's throwing it back. Also, this is a good sketch of my friend. Yeah. Yeah. OC lore. Don't worry about it, I made up a religion for them. It's okay. This, it's very pastel, I hope you can see it. But it's, I forgot his name, from Inuyasha, the older brother. I really like his fit, so I tried to capture it. Like, his like white fluffy thing actually has a personality. I love that. I love that for it. This is his creepy little henchman, and I forgot his nose. But, I mean, he still looks a lot like himself. This is Cat again. I don't know. Where is the head? No, this is the head. This is the head of the cat. Yep. No. Again. More OC. Okay, and I'm back to drawing from life. Yeah, if you don't like force yourself to do it like exclusively, it will just come back to you eventually, and you'll figure it out. It'll be fine. Cat. And Queso in the corner. If the Quesos do not look like himself, then if it doesn't look like Queso, I apologize. I drew him from memory. So, Cat. These are good sketches of Cat. This one particularly very like yes, national park with a lot of like lilies. What are they called? Lotuses? I don't know. Here's one close up. Yeah, it's quite bad. It's quite bad because we were supposed to leave, but I insisted on like drawing as much of this stupid flower as I could, and it turned out just very, very sad. What does that say? Oh, this is from memory. So I wasn't even, yeah, we had to leave, so I drew this like later on, I guess. Okay. Yeah, more OC lore. This is pretty nice because it has an interactive bunny. Interactive, god damn it. Yeah? Yeah. I don't know why I covered this one up, consider it's not that bad. This one isn't much better, but I like it, it's fun. Geese. Geese! This one is quite goosey. It's a yeah, this one, and then this one too. Quite nice, yeah. More of more geese. I tried to capture the actual texture and the shape of the feathers, but yeah, no, it kind of failed, I guess. I mean, it doesn't look bad though. It's a nice goose shape. Oh, that's pathetic. It's very pathetic. I love him. Awesome. Okay, so we have the contrast of like vampire OC like struggling with her vampirism versus like, yeah, Twink number 64 from Inuyasha. The crazy thing is I put that number there like, you know, I just guessed, but turns out at the end of the episode he actually turned out to be character 64. Not 64, 46 that was introduced to the series. So yeah, no. Ew. Yeah, this is me picking up that same manga pen again. Like, it makes really nice, like, strokes, but I don't really know how to use it very well. And it's a shame because it did die, but at this point in time, it's no longer with us. Yeah, I used it to draw, the view from the window, I guess. It's very, very hard to tell what's going on because I'm not very good with I'm not very good with values. So it all fuses together, but this is a balcony. You have stairs going down. This is a bunch of bushes and foliage. That's a fence right behind them. That's more foliage right there. And then this whole thing is like a door. It's a screen door. So, yeah, and you're seeing through it. See, it all makes sense. Have more of these. Yeah, okay, so view from of a hill. Yeah, we moved. Okay, so this is right before we moved. This is after we moved. This is view from kitchen window. This is view from like a hill, and as you can see, we did move to the woods, the forest. So yeah, that's fun. That's fun. I became a cryptid. I live in the woods now. That's nice. Okay, so more of these. This tree looks nice. This tree looks nice. I don't know what to say about this one. It's quite mediocre. Yeah, once upon a time, I could fill entire like a whole page with just this this kind of scribble. Now I cannot fathom having that amount of like time to kill. Like, what was I doing? I could have been doing so much with that time, but no. Okay, so here in my despair, I just wandered outside and sat in the backyard and just drew this. Yeah, so that's from observation, and then these are. Yeah, this is me having a hard time. I didn't finish this one because mosquitoes were actually eating me alive. Park. Messed up the perspective on this one. This lamppost, it shouldn't be this close or this far. I don't know like what happened with it, but it's not where it should be at all. Yeah. Cat. No, none of them really look right. This is okay. So I started. Okay, here I was starting to design my doll. Very first I made. This was the very first sketch of like a face, and then I started spiraling about the side profile for a very long time. Yeah, you can see me like trying to decide what kind of a nose I wanted to give it. This is my technical plans. None of this came to fruition. I ended up doing something much simpler and much more effective. It was all worth it in the end. Thumbnails. Okay, so now I really start using this sketchbook for thumbnails and planning. And yeah, it's quite useful because I ended up drawing most of these. Except for this here. I still want to draw it someday, but it's a little technically difficult. I have to combine a lot of stuff and make a lot of stuff up. A lot. Yeah, no. Tree. Okay, this is a decent sketch. I like it. It's cute, like because there's a lot of like empty space, so my struggle with values isn't like too apparent and like awful. Yeah, you can still tell what we're doing here. You can tell that's a fence. We have trees. We have little boats. They're so cute. Yeah, this bush is really. Yeah, no, it's a sketch. It's a sketch. God, this is me attempting fashion design, because it, you know, if you're gonna make clothes, you have to design your clothes. So, yeah, this really, it really humbled me. It's really difficult to come up with a cohesive like piece of clothing. Yeah, so this is me struggling with the concept of attaching hands to a doll. I really thought of basically everything. I got my dad involved. Yeah, and none of this happened. Once again, I came up with a much simpler solution that ended up working just as well, or better. Yeah, you have some ideas of patterned pieces. This also didn't turn. Nothing turned out as planned. Absolutely nothing. These are two good sketches of the cat. These are good sketches of the cat right here. Also, whenever I actually dive into like designing a piece of clothing, my like knowledge of anatomy absolutely leaves me. These are so messed up. The rib cages are absolutely absent. I don't know where they went. I don't know what's going on, but it looks quite nice from afar. Oh my god. Yep. Doll design that never happened. Thumbnails, and then woods, trees. It's really nice. I recommend everyone get like one of these. One of these. Yes, get yourself a pen. No comment. Oh god. Mm-mm. I was, yeah, more design, more joints, specifically joints. How many different ways of like attaching two pieces of doll together? It's insane. It's insane. I ended up, if you want to know, I ended up with basically this right here, except no, no, there isn't. It's not here, but yeah, I've something much simpler, much easier. That works just as well. Yeah, here I am again, going through the every stage of everything, of grief too, probably, yeah. Yeah, more design, more technical drawings. Oh god. This is me dreaming of the end product, by the way. Yeah. Cat. Doll design. I got really into the idea of making them like based on different animals, and then I realized that, you know, I was very close to just becoming a furry. Thumbnails, trees. Last day before school. This is a beach, okay? I've never been to it before. I assumed it would be a beach. It's a puddle. It's a large puddle with murky water. But oh well. I mean, I did go in that murky water, if you're wondering. Yep. You can see how immediately the quality of the sketches deteriorates as soon as school starts. Right here. Yeah. I drew a bunch of rats in French. Yeah, I drew a bunch of rats in French while we were watching a movie. I think these are quite good for not really being familiar with rat anatomy. These look somewhat. This one's good. Yay. Thumbnails. OC lore. Oh god. I ended up actually creating this. Actually making it a little different, but nonetheless the idea was embodied. Doll design. Thumbnails. Oh, for the amount of planning that went into this outfit, and like all the pieces that it's made up of, and like the way I would make them, the patterns. Yeah, for all that work, it did not happen. It absolutely did not. This underskirt exists. I have it. I made it. And then everything else, no. The tank top that I bought to be used for this blue outer layer, I actually wear it now because it's a nice piece of clothing. Hammerhead Shark Princess is a really cool concept that I never made, and I think I might eventually come back to it because look how cute she looks. You know, I think maybe if I did make her, I would sculpt her head instead of sewing it. I think it definitely would do it justice to like have it actually be like smooth and cohesive without any stitches or seams. Yeah, and I could make her actually shiny and shark-like and smooth. Yeah. Flower. Yeah. God, I'm losing it. I've been talking for 20 minutes. Yeah. No. Thumbnails. OC lore. Wig designs, because guess what? If you're making a doll, you need to give it hair. Or you don't. You don't need to, but I want to. So yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we went from Mort to like an actual lemur to a Furby. That's actually a lemur. So yeah. My theory is that Furbies were actually originally just lemurs. And then if you make it a long Furby instead, then you get this, and I think it's awesome. I like their little hands. Oh, it has 2 extra thumbs. That's insane. This one's like supposed to be twisted on himself, like twice. I don't know if you can tell, but yeah. Look at how much that's. You cannot tell me that is not accurate to like their vibe and their lore. Look at this. This is exactly what Furbies are. I like this though. I like this. doll design. This was going to be my final blueprint for the face. Then I came to my senses and I made something way more, way better technically. Yeah, I ended up actually getting the face like very close to my original vision, like right here. Yeah, but I could still probably sculpt something better now that I have this experience, but still, yeah. This was the first doll I attempted with like an openable head like this, where the elastic that holds it to the body goes like not from here to here, but from to all the way here, and that technically was supposed to hold it like better because it would be in more tension, but it ended up being such hell to like feed the elastic through. It's not worth it. The last one I made like right now is just on a magnet, and that works so much better. I decided to reconnect with my roots and draw anime for this occasion. None of the characters really look like themselves, but that's fine. I fix that later here. See, I really summoned the shoujo spirit, and I could really, yeah, you can recognize. I think you can recognize them. I think I did a good job. OC lore scene? I don't know. Look at their little charcuterie board. Look how cool it is. Look at this perspective, by the way. I totally pulled it out of my ass. Cat. None of these look very much. This one looks good. This one, if the nose was shorter, it would look a lot like the cat. This is pretty good, but not quite. Oh, Valen. This is inspired by that one genre of tattoos. Yeah, I'm clearly not built for this. Look at that. Quite bad. Yeah, this is French first period. This is what I was going through. What I was doing. Thumbnails! Look, I'm about to pull a sketchbook 3000 move. Look at that. Look how cool that is. I have more. They're just variations of the same thumbnail, and honestly right now I don't really know the the difference is in the background color, but does it really matter? Did I really need to do these? I think I was just killing time. I think that's what was happening. That's what was happening. Fat hamster. Very nicely executed OC lore. I'm doing fan art for my own OCs at this point. Can you recognize this man? Did I mention I'm bad at like capturing likeness? Okay, but here he's very much himself. Look at that. Look at that. I once again summoned the shoujo spirit to draw these eyes. This is him. This is Jesse in various poses. Yeah, you could pick him up. I think you could pick him up by like one of his hoodies. But honestly, I think in the actual show he doesn't wear hoodies. They're always zip-ups. They're either like a sweater or a zip-up. He doesn't wear like one of these actually, so. What a cunty pose. I don't think you would do that. And Jane. But I don't know what was going on. I don't know why I suddenly decided that I'm gonna draw like an anime chibi version. I don't know how to draw that. I don't know how it's done. That doesn't look like her. That looks very bad. This is better. It's from memory. It doesn't look like her because it's from memory, but well, that's better. Yeah, I think these are way better than whatever I was trying to do here. Thumbnails. I think this is good. I think this is good. That's good use of free will. Excellent use of free will. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. This is important. This is cowboy crustaceans. I think they look wonderful. I think they look wonderful. And then this is various elongations of a crab. So vertical and then horizontal. Yeah. I wanted to draw something from life, like downtown, but I sat on a bench and my butt like what was freezing, so I could not really finish it. Also, my hands were also cold. It was not a good time. I didn't do anything good, as you can see. So yeah. Oh no. Skeleton from classroom. Yes, yes. Skeleton from classroom. Okay, so variously shaped bunnies to fill the space, and then these stylized cats. I do enjoy how wide this one is, and then this one too. But that's a good that's a good cat, I think. Yeah. More of this. More of this. Once again. More of this. This did not occur. Something similar to this occurred. Well, happened. I made it. I made it. Okay. Yes. Pikmin and then Femme Victor. Prepare yourself for bad arcane fan art. Oh, no, 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 no. This one's awful. This one's decent. This one's bad. This one's decent. Nuh-uh. Never again. Croissant. 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 Croissant and egg. And then more or less final design of garment that I ended up making. Yay! Clown keychain. I crocheted a clown keychain because I am a man of many hobbies. And this is in preparation for a painting. But yeah, nothing like this really happened, but something similar. I did make something similar to this. Thumbnails! Oh, this is basically fan art for plants. I have their names written down. This is an insane plant, by the way. Why is it like why would you like grow a big leaf only to then cover it up by a leaf of the same size? Why is it not rotating like this? I don't get it. I do not understand you. Unsure what I was going for here, but this could be cool. This could potentially be cool. This is the finished doll, by the way. One of them, one of the most recent ones, I guess. But yeah, this is what she ended up looking like. Rejoice. Okay, so me going into intensive character design, only to then never create anything actually, and instead go with this. I went with this. So far I've also been procrastinating on this like for a very long time as well because of the head attachment situation that I talked about earlier. This is the one that's on a magnet, except that for the longest time I couldn't get myself to get glue to glue the stupid magnet in, so it just stayed on my desk for a very long time. Very abandoned and like sad. But I mean, yeah, I did put the magnet in now, and now all I have to do is like finish sculpting it, which I don't know what I'm doing because it's supposed to have fins, but I don't know how I'm gonna go about attaching them and what they're gonna be made out of. It's the whole thing, and I don't want to think about it. I have plans for this, as you can see. I have a dress designed. Look at it, look how nice it looks. Yeah, here it is. This is more or less the body that I ended up going with. No magnets for the wrists, by the way. Yeah, they're gonna be attached like the usual normal way. Yeah, yep, cicada. And then little thumbnails for little paintings. Oh god, I'm about to drop this actually. This is a thumbnail for a painting I've been working on for like maybe a month now, actually. So yeah, I ended up actually making this. This was my first little idea, and then I developed it over. Yeah, wings. So see the wings here. These were my blueprints until I decided they needed to be much larger. So yeah, they did not fit on this sketchbook. Maybe if I like turned it, but I didn't think of that. So yep, dress design. Oh god, this was such a struggle because I wanted an empire waist, so like high, but I also wanted like this ruffly shape. If you put that together, it looks really stupid. So we'll see what I do. I mean, no, so far I did basically just this. This is, I already have it done. It exists. I don't know what I'm gonna do for the second one because I have leftover fabric and I wanna use it for the fish ones. Ugh, it's a whole thing. Ew. More of this pain. I'm thinking of embroidering shit onto it. It's gonna be hell. Stay tuned. Okay, so this is me elaborating on that sketch. This is like the final vision. Oh god, oh no. Burb! Burb! And then larva. I like these. I like how I like the cross hatching that I ended up just create. Yeah, no, sometimes you make good things when you're really bored in class. Yeah. My beloved donuts from Costco, but they ended up not actually being very good. That's an anime eye. I decided to really go back to my roots with this one. Oh no. Yeah? Look at him. Look at him. Oh, this is a Yassified EP. I'd like to acknowledge him. So I went to the zoo. So yeah, prepare yourself for a lot of penguins. Look how nicely shaped he is. I found out on this trip to the zoo that they actually loaf like cats, which is really cool. Look at that. That's a loaf. This is a loaf as well. Yeah, they're awesome. They're awesome creatures. Look at them. Look at them. Look at that guy. These are the mountain goats from Minecraft. They were also there. I was thrilled. Moose. Okay, so there's gonna be, yeah, a page dedicated to the moose. The meese, there was 2 of them. The mooses. Love that. That is a hippo's ass. In case you were wondering. Yeah. Yeah, meerkats. They're really nicely shaped. Like, I really enjoy the... I really enjoy, yes. They're really nicely shaped. Look at that. Yay. Oh my god, these are supposed to be the tilapia that like swim around with the hippos, but they're really chopped. Burbs. I was so happy. I love drawing burbs. So that's a flamingo. Yeah, and this is a whatever the hell. I don't know what that is, but it was really nicely shaped. Look at this. Look at this thing. Look at that. What is that? Yeah, I love these sketches. This is a normal duck, by the way. There was also normal ducks. I paused my episode of Ergo Proxy just to copy this down because yeah, I love her. She's so mean, but I love her so much. Bug and thumbnail planning. More thumbnails. I'm thrilled about this, by the way. I haven't started anything with it yet. I don't even have a canvas, but this really needs to happen. Okay, yeah. No, nothing to see here. Absolutely nothing. Juniper in alcohol. Juniper. Yeah. In alcohol-based marker. I messed up her face so bad I had to put glasses on it. See, it's very unclear what's going on here. What is that? Oh well. I was attempting to design a little persona for myself to like a little self-insert, and then gradually I added ears and then a tail, and I ended up with this. It looks a lot like me, I think, but I think it would be more fitting to have a human shape for purposes. This is nice. Good leaf. Very nice leaf, I think. No comment. No comment. Very bad. Very sad. I was on vacation, so I decided to devote myself to drawing the plants because they're really awesome. They're really great, and also there's this burb. This burb is good. Yeah, this is a no for me. I came back to it later with the pen because yeah, it started as just these 2 colors, and then we had to leave, and I never. Yeah, it's quite bad, but it's mostly for fun. More burb. Yeah, I think this burb was actually there and I tried to draw it, yeah. And the issue with this burb is that it actually wasn't giving me any new poses. It just refused to move, so I had to make it up. It's all, yeah, it's posing like a phospholipid. Oh my god. Yeah, no, me and my endless beef with values. Yeah, you cannot tell what's going on and what ends where. But it looks nice. Yay, palm trees. Palm trees. Nice little tree sketch. I like that. Hey. Can you see the despair in this sketch? Cause I can. The star of the show was supposed to be these flowers, but they disappear in this mess. It's really unfortunate. This was nice to draw. I like trees. More tree. And then burb. There is an unexpected burb here. Nothing much to say here, honestly. No. We briefly watched an episode of a K-drama with my mom, so this is why we have this. Then more palm tree. Roof. Oh my god. Yay. See, this this never amounted to anything. Like, I drew this like very like cool pose combination situation, and then it just ended at this. I'm never gonna draw this like finished or anything. It just exists in my sketchbook to never. Yeah. And then this. One of the last pages. This burb is quite messed up. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know what it's doing. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, that's a bunny. This is a bunny for sure. I can identify that as a rabbit. Yep. I drew this in class to just distract myself. Thumbnails, and that's it. Here we have the tape that's holding it attached to the cover, because well, otherwise it would just fall off. Yeah, this is her. This is it. I have a fresh one waiting for me, same size, also from, yeah, you can get these at Dollarama. They're quite nice, yeah, but be prepared for them to fall apart on you. They will do that. But yeah, they're really cool, really nice. Recommend. Thank you.